your Cricut machine to create some encouraging crafts. Yes, encouragement is the theme for today. I used my brand new Cricut Maker 3s and it was gifted to me by Cricut, so thank you, thank you, thank you. Many thanks to Cricut for sending me this wonderful machine. So we'll get a chance to play a little bit in some of the new smart materials that are compatible with the Cricut Explore Air 3 and the Cricut Maker. Here's the first thing that I'm going to show you how to make. These are encouragement cards that you can give to someone who you feel like could use a boost of encouragement. And I'm also going to teach you step by step, no steps left out, how you can make some encouraging stickers. So you can put these in your planner, you can give them away, you can put them on a water bottle. Sky's the limit. These are waterproof stickers. One thing I want to say before we get into it, if you are brand new to Cricut, please do not feel intimidated. If your Cricut is still in the box, go now and get it out of the box, okay? It does not have to be hard. You don't have to jump in and do really complicated or complex projects to begin with. Start super small. I've been using my Cricut for a little over a year now, and I started really simple. Didn't go scouring the internet for files. I just stuck with the images in Cricut Access. There are thousands and thousands of them. I'm sure you will find something in there that tickles your fancy. And again, don't be discouraged. I have lots of well, not lots, but I do have some tutorials where I kind of break it down step by step and show you what to do and how to get it done. By the way, my name is Deanda. If you're new here, thanks a bunch for stopping by. So if you're interested in Cricut tutorials, go ahead and subscribe. This is a variety channel where I share bits of my life as a second grade teacher, a wife, a mom, a believer in Jesus Christ, and all of my little interests sprinkled in between. So you'll see a little bit of nail art, Cricut crafting, natural living. Again, there's a little bit of it all. So if any of that sounds like your cup of tea, then by all means, girl, go ahead and hit the subscribe button and let's hop over into Design Space and get into this tutorial. We're in Design Space and we need to come over to shape. So we're going to click on square, but we don't want it to actually be a square. We want it to be a rectangle. So come where it says size and click on the lock. This will let you change the width and the height separately. We want our rectangle to be 4 inches wide and 3 inches high. And I like to manipulate it in the color white. So we're just going to change the color to white. Let's flip this so that it is vertical. We want to copy this so that there are 8 of these rectangles total. So let's right click and press copy. Right click and do paste. But my friends, there's an easier way. You can use the keyboard shortcut Command C to copy and Command V to make it visible or to paste. If you're on a PC, it would be Control C and Control V. So now we have 8 of them. I'm just gonna line them up really nicely so that they all fit on one mat. We're going to be using 12 inches by 12 inches paper. And so I'll need to rotate the last 2 rectangles so that they fit horizontally on the bottom of the page. And the first couple of times that I did this, I had a really hard time getting it all onto one mat. I didn't understand why. And so what I learned was that I need to attach these all so that it all fits on one sheet, on one mat. I'm going to highlight all of these shapes. Okay, and then come down here and click on attach. And now when we click on make it and we look at our mat, we'll notice that everything fits on one mat, which is exactly what we want. So we're going to be loading on mat. The deluxe paper is not a smart material, so we do still need to use the mat for it. I have my beautiful deluxe paper already on my mat. And I better turn my Cricut on. So let's click on continue, select device. It's only showing my Cricut Air. That's probably because I didn't have it turned on first. Let me cancel this cut. Well, now let me click on make it. And this time it should show my, machine. Okay, it's still not showing the machine. Not sure why. All right, Deanda, time to troubleshoot. Oh, it's not showing the machine because my USB for the Maker is not plugged in. And it is showing up now, but it's spinning and spinning. Let's refresh. And now we're in business. We're gonna go with deluxe paper. I have that saved as a favorite. So now we're ready to load. We're going to slide this underneath the 2 guides. Click the flashing arrows, hit the play or the go button. I call it the play button because it looks like a play button. We're all done here. Let's click the flashing arrows to unload. So now let me just flip over my mat up, and so our next step after this is going to be to now go back into Design Space and create the labels that are going to go on the cards. Okay, so we're back in Design Space and we're going to be making the ovals to go on top of our deluxe paper. So click on circle and let's make that white, just because I like to work with white instead of gray. And we don't want it to be a perfect circle, so we need to unlock. And let's let the width be 3.4 for the width. And how about 2.75 for the height? And hit enter, and here we have our new shape. So we're going to do the same thing we did before. We're just going to copy and paste a bunch of them so that we have 8 ovals. I have a sheet of sticker paper that is not used completely. I'm going to use that sheet and make the most of my space. I need to get everything as tight as I possibly can. We need to write the encouraging message on the shapes. So let's do one that says, "I'm so happy for you." And we want to click on font, and let's filter the font to only writing fonts. And there's a font called Haley that I like a lot. Let's see if we can find that. Okay, let's go with Haley. And what we need to do is we need to click right here on writing. And when I clicked on writing, it automatically changed the operation from basic cut to pen. But I'm not sure why it's not letting me change the color. I want this text to be centered, so we'll do that. I really like the color Very Berry is a good one. And let's copy and paste this into another oval, but this time let's use the color Geode. It's a shade of blue, like a very deep blue. I'm so happy for you, and I feel like this deserves an exclamation mark, so let's add that on to the end. And then how about one that says, let's paste again, and we'll change the text to "You got this." Sometimes folks just need a little extra dose of encouragement, and that's what we're here for, right? This whole video is about using your Cricut to encourage others, and with everything that's going on in the world right now, people are going through a lot. You know, you never know what someone's going through, and we could all use an encouraging word every now and then. So you got this, and just play with the sizing until it's just as you want it to be. Okay, so now what we want to do, wait a minute, I wonder if I could just attach all of it. Would that work? Okay, so I highlighted it all, attached it all. Let's click on Make It and see what happens. Let's set our base material to Smart Paper Sticker Cardstock. Click on Done. And it is prompting me to load the Geode color pen. When you're loading the pen, you want to just open up clamp A, stick it down. You'll hear the click, and then close. Now press the flashing arrows. Now my screen is prompting me to load the next color pen, so I'm just going to take this out, cover it right away so you don't forget. Same thing as before. Load it in, clip it shut, and keep it going. So we're gonna unload. You can see what happened here. I was able to get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, but 6, 7, and 8 didn't quite make it. So I'll just do a whole nother set of 8. After redoing all the stickers on a fresh sheet of sticker cardstock, here's what it looks like. So let's just flip it over and pull back the sheet, and that kind of just keeps the sticker itself from curling up. Now we have our deluxe paper here, and I'm just gonna eyeball it the best that I can and kind of place this right in the center. So I'm just gonna press that down and kind of scrape over it. And my plan originally was to laminate the front and just leave the back paper so that you could still, you know, take a fine point Sharpie and write a little note if you want to. But I think it's just so pretty and it looks so clean without laminating the front. Let me show you what it looks like when I did my very first trial run and I put lamination over the front of the cards. So the cards are done. Here's what they look like. I think they're great without lamination. It has this beautiful design on the front, and then it's green on the back, so you could still grab a pen and write back here if you'd like to, like a little personalized note. Progress over perfection. Chin up. You did that, okay? You got this. I'm praying for you. I'm so happy for you. Girl, you doing a good job. Okay, this was inspired by the reel that's kind of going around on Instagram, but instead of saying girl, they say another word right here, but you know, we're going to keep it family friendly here. So this is what the encouragement cards look like. Let me know in the comments, do you think you're going to make these? What do you think of how they turned out? I didn't feel like going in and like connecting all the letters. That was just going to be a little more time consuming than what I wanted, but I think that even though the letters are not connected, it still looks really good. So now we're in design space, and to make our encouraging stickers, we're going to come over here and click on images, and where the category says all images, let's click that. And why don't we go to image sets? Now my first word that I'm going to search is motivate. And I'm going to use, let's click on these motivational phrases right here. There are 100 images in it. And I do like, you know, the script kind of font, but sometimes it can be a little bit too much for me. Like it's not always the easiest for my eyes to read. So I don't tend to gravitate to those the most. Why don't we start off with this one, create pretty things. I like that. Be your own kind of beautiful with a little B. I think that's encouraging. I really like focus on the good. Okay, I think that's it for that one. And then let's come up here and go back. And then this time I want to search the word positive. Okay, and then there are 11 different image sets for positive. Let's do this one, positive phrases, printables. This one that says create. I like this one that says you got this. Choose joy, that's really important. Okay, let's go back. And then there was another one that I really liked. Where is it? I think this one, positive vibes. Let's see, there's 51 images here. These look really similar to the ones when I searched the word motivate. Ooh, this is a good one, clear your mind of can't. And I think this is a good reminder here, just be yourself. I click on insert images, and when you're in the images, you just go through and click on all the ones you want, and then you just click insert one time. You don't have to click each image and then insert. And you can see this little green line going back and forth up there. That just means that it's loading all the images. Here they are, and it's really big. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make this entire thing much smaller so that it's easier for me to manipulate the images. Then see how it's all connected or attached, I guess you could say. Once I click outside of it, then I can start moving the images one by one. What I'm going to do now is just take a moment and separate all of these and kind of spread them out so that I can show you all what our next step is. Okay, so you can see now I have everything spread out, and what I need to do is I need to go in and add an offset to each image. And so I'm going to come up here, click on offset. 0.25 is a little bit bigger than I want to do. Let's do 0.09. Okay, and click apply. Oh, you know what? And click apply, and I should have, let me make sure I have this highlighted first. So I have my image highlighted. Let's do let's do 0.19. Click apply. And it's all black. The offset is black, so let's make it white. And you know what, it's hard to see the white offset on the white canvas, so let's come down here and click on blank canvas. And for color, let's make it this peachy color, and then now it's going to be easier to see the offset. Okay, now that this one is offset, what I want to do is flatten it, because if we look over here at the create pretty things, actually, you know what? Before I flatten it, let me change the colors. I don't know that I'm a fan of these, so I'm going to change create to a different color. Let's do this light blue. Okay, and then pretty. Let's come over here and click on pretty, and let's make this a really light purple. And things, why don't we click over here on things, and instead of doing things in black, let's make it a green. Let's do a really light green for things. No, I don't like that. Okay, back to the drawing board. Let's see if a darker green will work better. Okay, still don't like that. Let's scratch the green altogether, and let's do like a peachy color. Okay, I like that better, I think. So now I have the color the way that I want it. I'm going to highlight the image along with the offset and come down here and click flatten. And when you flatten, what you're doing is you're changing it from a cut file to a print then cut. So you see now it's not the three separate layers, it's just one layer. So that's what flattening does. And I need to apply that same process to all of my stickers. So click on offset. Let's do 0.09. Click apply. Changing the offset color to white. I don't want my offset on my stickers to be black. And I don't like yourself. I don't like the color of that one. So let's change that to the peach that we just had. And let's do just be in the brown. I think those two go together nicely. And again, highlight, and I was just moving it to see if there are any holes in the offset, because if there are, then what I would do is come over here and click on contour and hide them all, but there's not any there, so I'm good to go. And same process as before, highlight the highlight the offset along with the cut files. You'll see there's 3 cut files, and when I click on flatten, it is going to change to print then cut, and it's just one layer. So you can see now that I have all of my stickers ready. I have put an offset behind each sticker and then also flattened each sticker. So I can tell that all of them are flattened because when I look over here on the layers, over here on the right of my screen, all of them say print then cut. And so that lets me know that I'm ready to go. So what I need to do now is I'm going to come over to shapes. I'm going to click on a square and I want to create a rectangle. Now when you're doing print then cut, the dimensions that the Cricut will print and cut is no greater than 6.75 inches wide by 9.25 inches high. Okay, so here's my square and all of my stickers are going to need to be able to fit in this space. And so now the rectangle is hiding the sticker, so I'll click on arrange and send to back. There we go. So now I can move all my stickers on here and I want to make sure that they all fit. So I'm just going to do my best to arrange them so that they fit well. I really like this Just Be Yourself one, so I'm going to right click and do copy, right click and do paste. And it's created another sticker just like this for me that is already flattened and offset. So, and I think that this one, pray more, worry less, is a good reminder. So I'm going to do Command C and then Command V. That's the same thing as doing right click to copy and paste. This one I did not flatten. So let me move this over here. Well, you know what? I'm going to move the offset from this one because this one was already a print then cut file in Cricut. So I don't think I really needed the offset on that. And I think this one is really pretty, the We Can Do It. Look at the colors of the lines coming out. Isn't that pretty? So these are all encouraging phrases, you know, that you could give this sticker sheet to someone, or if you want to make the stickers bigger and just give away single stickers, that would be perfectly fine as well. And remember, like, encouragement is not always for other people. Sometimes you have just got to encourage yourself, kind of like the story of David in the Bible, like where it says that he had to encourage himself in the Lord. Sometimes you just got to encourage yourself. So you could give these away, or you know, you could keep them for yourself. I really like this one, Create Pretty Things. I kind of played around with and manipulated the colors on here to get it just the way I like. A lot of the SVGs for the sayings or the phrases in Cricut Access are in black, but you don't have to keep the images in black. You definitely can change the colors if you so wish. So that is what I did. I changed the colors on a lot of them. I think Choose Joy is a very encouraging phrase, so why don't we duplicate that one? And the ones, you can tell the ones that were print then cut files already in Cricut Access because they're in kind of a different color scheme. This one that says Create and then the Choose Joy one. I was not able to change the colors on it, and also the one that says You Got This. And let's duplicate that one as well. And I'm just duplicating to make sure that I am not wasting any of the space on my page. I want to maximize and just get as many stickers as I possibly can. Let's duplicate. We can do this. And I'll stick it right here, but you can see it's kind of overlapping, so I'm just going to make it a lot smaller. Okay, and I'll make this one a little smaller so it's not right on the edge. Same with Choose Joy. And Positive Vibes, let's move over Be Your Own Kind of Beautiful. And okay, so I think now we are good to go. I wonder, now that they're flattened, if I can change the color. You see the line going through here? That means nope, no you can't. But if I do want to change the color, I could just bring it over here, click on unflatten, and then click on that layer, and now I can change it to a different color and then highlight over it and click flatten again. There we go. Okay, I think I want to do the same thing with new day, new start. I will unflatten, click on that layer and change the color to this green. And then once you do that, don't forget you need to flatten it again. So I'll just move that over here. Okay, so I think I'm good to go now. What we need to do is move the square out of the way. So I'm just going to click on that and then we'll do delete. Hit delete on my computer. And now I'm going to highlight all of my stickers and attach them. So I'll come down here and click on attach. So that way when I go to make it, they're in this same arrangement that I spent so much time doing. So do you guys see over here this little exclamation mark inside of the triangle? When I click on that, it says not supported by Maker 3, image is too large. So I need to resize this again to 6.75 for the width and 9 point, for the height, 9.25. Those are the dimensions that are needed for Cricut Maker. Let me undo this. Let me click the lock to unlock it. And again, that should be 6.75 for the width. There we go. So I am good to go there. And do you see now that little exclamation mark in the triangle, that little warning sign is gone. So now I'll come over here and click on Make It. It's sorting the project into mats by color. Wait a minute, why is it doing that? I was thinking it shouldn't be doing that because it's all, everything is flat and it's all one layer. So, okay, this is set as a print then cut file. I'm going to click on continue. And I'm going to click on send to printer. Well, let me select my device first. Oh, my Maker is not turned on. Let's turn that on. Now I'm going to need to refresh. And we'll click on Maker 3. I do have it connected with the USB cord. The Maker 3 cuts really fast when it's connected by USB as opposed to Wi-Fi. Anytime you hardwire your connection, it's always going to be faster than a wireless connection. So let's go ahead and click on send to printer. And I want to set my printer to use the best print quality, which I can't do if I just print directly from here. So I'm going to toggle this on that says use system dialog. Okay. And then click on print. And notice it gives you this little note. It says important. After clicking print, your print dialog may appear behind your design space application. So the first time I did this, I was just like waiting and waiting and waiting. And then I realized I have to move my design space out of the way, and the print dialog box was behind it. Okay, so this is set to plain paper best. I wonder if I used photo paper, if that would make it even better. I don't know. I'm just going to stick with plain paper best. What I need to do now is load my printer with my sticker paper. So here's a little trick that I do so that I never forget which way to put them in, because I have struggled with this. I just write on, like, these are some labels that I purchased, and I write a note to myself which way to load it into the printer. So for this printer, I do label side down. So here's the back side. This is the label side. We're going to do label side down. So my printer is set and ready to go. I'm just gonna come over here and we're gonna do plain paper best, click on print. And let me go ahead and set my base material to, I'm gonna set this to printable vinyl. We'll just get this going while the stickers are printing out. So in the search, I'm typing in printable vinyl, and for pressure, I'm going to put more pressure. So setting it to printable vinyl with more pressure should give me the same effect that I got on these stickers. I just love these stickers so much. And I did do a self-laminating sheet on these, but the way that I did that setting is so that it's you can peel the sticker off of the sheet. It's not a die cut sticker. So this is the same effect that I'm hoping to get. And the good thing about using these DIY decals is that I'm not going to have to use the self-laminating sheets. All right, guys, this looks really good. Another thing, you want to always make sure that your Cricut is not pushed up against the wall or it's going to push out like mine just did. So I really like how these turned out. Look at the color scheme. I think it's really pretty. And my favorite thing about printing on these Avery, what is this called? The Avery decal paper, is that I did not have to go through this step with the self-laminating sheets. It's such a headache, and I'm glad I didn't have to do that. Love this one. And it has, to me, it seems like it has kind of a matte finish, like it's not really shiny like the ones that were laminated. So there it is, do something creative every day. And I think that's great encouragement. My friends, that is how you make stickers. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, definitely give me a thumbs up. It helps out a lot for my channel. Leave a comment down below. Let me know if you're going to try any of these out. And if you have any questions, you can also put those down below. I will do my best to get back to you. Thanks a bunch for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next video.